Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders taking on the Georgia Southern Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Kelly. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll go to the fullback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Tackle on the play at the 22-yard line. Brings up second down.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Big fullback's got it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, good stop on the fullback.
Handoff to the fullback. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Complete. Just buried it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I'll tell you, you don't see fullbacks in college football too often anymore, but how about that guy on that play? Catching the ball for a first down. Nice.
Deep shot for the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Right back to him on the ground. And the Eagles get enough for the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking for a gap. It's Bullock. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
Come on, defense. You can't forget about the fullback. I know you don't see him too often, but this is a guy that can make plays, and on that one, he catches it for a 1st down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed in bounds.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the 1st. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. This is a designed run. Knocked down for the tackle.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Run it with the fullback. He didn't get there. Knocked back on 4th and goal, and he loses a yard to the 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the 1st play. You need to be successful and productive on that 1st play. And
got a lot of running room. The 50, the 40, the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
My goodness, you're backed up, just trying to give yourself some space on offense. Forget that. I'm taking this thing 98 yards to the house. You know what's nice? To almost break the 100-yard rushing mark in 1 play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold and finds his man on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Sticks it in his belly. Shakes off the defender. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
The give to the big fullback. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Running toward the tape. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Murphy. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On the run, it's Todd. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Still on his feet. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? You get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Georgia Southern, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quick pass on the fly motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside. Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it, that time they hand it off and you pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass. It's Everett. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
Let's get up here with the W offense.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On second down, he'll let it fly. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Love what they did there, putting a big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. to the air. It's Everett. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in at the 15. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. A great catch and run for 6. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 13 over Marshall. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. How about that weight room work he's showing off there as he gets across the 20? They'll mark it at the 22.
I love when you throw the fullback a bone. The dude is so unselfish, blocks the whole game. Give him a bone every now and again.
Well, of course you like the fullbacks because you wish you had been a fullback. Some wanted to make you a fullback, and you were great. Could have been even greater.
Or I could have been a defensive lineman and a 3-time All-American in a 1st-round draft pick.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. It's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense can't afford to give up too many big plays like that. That was a simple day-one go route. A guy just running straight down the field. You need your DBs to get to that football and swat that thing away. You give up too many more of those, you don't got a shot at winning this game.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Getting some heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And come on now, O-line. You've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Georgia Southern in a hurry. 20. He's got space. Touchdown, Eagles! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Kelly. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quarterback checking the play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback is snowed under.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The hand to the running back. Plows through the defense. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll leave it with him. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Eagles. They've got the lead here in the fourth. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
They're trying to get to him. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to throw. It's Wimsatt. He's going to fire deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Give to the big fullback. Runs for the tackle.
Gain 2. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Give to the fullback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, MTSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. They'll run it from the gun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The sure hands, it's Bullock. Oh, it's out. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
Man, you're thinking, I got the ball, time running out, I got to go get a score, take the lead, win this football game. Now you're just begging your defense to bail you out, not give up points, somehow try to hold on to this game and stay in it.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They put themselves in prime position right here, Jesse, to have a chance to win the game.
So how about this offensive line, David? Can they get some push? Because you're expecting them now to run the football to help the kicker out.
You're in a great situation. You're not in a rush. You don't have to hurry up. You know what you need to go out here, lead the clock, and kick the game-winning field goal.
Here comes the offense on second down. Defense might bring the house here. To the air, it's Wimsatt. It's complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. That was a nice pickup running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Give to the fullback. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The give to the fullback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
On the play.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be for the win. And it's good. The short field goal for the game.